fruitful research, good signs, and new homes. This is Gluttony and Earth. Hello and welcome to the IDL. My name's Nick, and this is Gluttony and Earth. Thank God for Mom and Dad. Oh, hi, I'm Nick. Thank God for... No, I said my name. Thank God for Mom and Dad. We're joined by Kyle.
I'm Nick.
For sticking two together, we're joined by Adam.
I'm Nick.
Because we don't know how... because we don't know how we're joined by BakaZombie. I'm gonna cut that part out. I'm not.
No, I'm Nick.
Hey ya, we're joined by Kane.
Guess what, guys? I'm Nick.
Yeah.
We're all Nick now.
Yeah.
We're all Nick now. Whoa,
That was Hey Ya by Outcast.
Yeah, that was, yeah. All right, yeah. So today's topic is a little something I stole from Baka that I think would be fun to do.
Is it how life protects life?
It is how life protects life. No, it is if Gluttony and Earth were a fighting game. What would your character's intro dialogue be and your victory dialogue?
Ooh,
I play too many things. I'm not going to list every enemy you fought. Wolf 1. Oh, victory dialogue. Oh. My turn's done.
I cannot come up with these types of things on the spot.
That's why you wait for someone else to do it. Yeah, your characters.
Well, the character, okay.
What would Temenos' intro dialogue? It is a little bit harder for Temenos because Temenos is so new. He doesn't really have a good footing on like the world, like and how he's expressed in that world. But I think maybe Ildatha's could be something like it's introduced and he's all like, all right, okay, all right. And his victory would be like, oh okay. Because he's very panicked all the time.
I'm having a hard time coming up with Endien's like intro one. I know her victory one would just be
okay. I
don't miss. She's like putting the bow down and walking away.
I know what Thellum's would sound like. It's just because it'd be very movie-esque.
Oh yeah, it would be. I think that's kind of a thing that we kind of miss sometimes. It's just that Thellum was raised on action movies.
Yeah.
Would he be like what's his name? Is it Johnny Cage that's like the movie star in Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Oh, he'd be like that.
He'd be a guy pretending he's Johnny Cage.
Yeah, no, I think Endien would just be very generic fighting game dialogue where it's like,
that's fair.
You won't live to regret this, and then I don't miss.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't get it's clobbering time out of my head.
Thellum would just be quoting movies in our actual world. Darius, I think Darius's actions coming up would be like that action where he's like reloading his fists. But like it's
Henry
like
Cavill,
like the metal coming up over his body as he like does that.
Yeah. I don't know what he would.
Darius on site. It's on site.
That's just interchangeable between Darius and Endien's.
Yeah.
That's their alternate.
Yeah, that's their alt line, yeah. Well, Endien's skin would be her like normal battle stuff. Her outfit, I think her alt outfit would be her ball gown from the
her skin is just
ball.
Pre-depression Endien.
Yeah, pre-depression and post-depression.
I got one for Temenos. I think his intro would be like, come on, friend, we don't really got to do this. And then his victory would
I think that's good.
His victory would be pulling out his pipe and packing it up and just be like, come on, just take a hit and we'll figure this out.
No, that's good. So far, I think that's perfect. I like it'd be very much of that like over like too jovial.
Yeah.
Oh, you? What kind of fellow are
you? Getting
you?
beaten by because they're just so happy.
Yeah.
Oh, you seem nice.
You seem nice. I'd hate to kill you.
What seems really nice, however, is the recap.
Oh my god.
Yes. Double yes. Recap time. Arriving back in New Veneer, the crew split up. Thellum handed the ring to Endien and took the kids and Temenos to Lazaret to get his bubble back from Gillivan Dubois. On the train, Temenos tries to get to know Thellum better, but Thellum is kind of distracted now, a changed man since Dark World. Then, both on the train and on the island, Thellum bumped into a gnome named Detective Beetlevice, but is unable to put a finger on what this guy's deal is. He then gets a room with the Dubois so Gillivan can help him research ancient civilizations. Back in New Veneer, Endien sets up a bed for Deborah at her place and gets Deborah a job at Grafto's, presumably Darius' old job. And then in the ring, however, Pazuzu undoes Mother's curse on Darius and gives him special eyes to see things he couldn't before, like Endien strings and the eyes that watch him. After he pops out of the ring, they all have a cheerful reunion and downtime commences.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because it commences. All right. Who wants to start with downtime? I know some things that Endien will get to do. I know some things with Thellum. I don't know exactly what Darius' first plan of action is. Probably to figure their shit out. But I don't know for sure.
That recaps brings a good point. Does Darius also see Endien's strings, or did he just see the eye?
Yes, I did say that. So you do see all these strings on Endien too.
Yeah, I think there's
like these black strings that reach up into the ether.
I think as part of it, which how much ever you want to consider it would cost, I think for the time being, Darius invests in like fantasy sunglasses, just like as he's getting used to like all these things being around, so that people, not that they're going to block it out, but that they don't see his eyes darting around as much.
Yeah. Absolutely. You get some nightshades.
And then, I mean, honestly, like the first week probably is like, he doesn't technically need it, but is just like resting and recovering and like spending time with Deborah and Endien, like as much as possible, whatever she's going to be doing, of just like what happened, what's the situation, like fill me in on everything that was going on. So yeah, I think the first week that Darius has, he's not accomplishing anything. He's just like getting his life back in order. And then also like checking, he would check and see that his puzzle box is missing, I am assuming.
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't tell anyone that, but like remembers the dream, checks his bag, sees that is missing. I would then, make sure everything is still in order at my house and like all that type of stuff, but no actual accomplishments that first week.
Okay, Darius is covered for this week. Do we want to start with Endien to get your any leads possible from your posts on the library net?
Yeah.
All right. For the Anura, give me an investigation check.
I
doubt you want to, but you are able to spend money to help boost your roll.
How much money?
50 gold for a +1 for getting research materials.
I don't have that much gold.
And like hiring people to like help you out and whatnot.
Unfortunately, I don't have that much gold. I would have spent on that one because Endien has this weird like connection to Deborah at this point. She doesn't know how to explain. Like, she doesn't know it, but she sees some of her trauma in Deborah and doesn't want her to end up like she does, but doesn't know how to go about helping with that, so she's trying to. Absolutely. She only got an 8, unfortunately, on the Anura.
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing's coming back on that. It's kind of a dead water. For your other one, Queen's Beasts, give me another investigation check.
Of course. The one I'd rather roll worse on is the one I got a nat 20 for.
Ooh, you got a nat 20, you said?
Yes. I wanted to get that on the Anura.
That's actually probably very good for you. And I'll explain why in a second. What question? So I'm going to give you only let you ask one question because this is part of your personal quest. So I don't want to. Normally in research, you'd get 1 for every 5 above 10. Mm-hmm. But because it's part of your personal quest, there's a higher DC. So go ahead and ask a question that you'd like answered, that you might find a posting about.
Can I ask what are all the queen's beasts? I know that's like more than one beast.
What are all the queen's beasts? Oh, like each of the different types?
Yeah, like which creature are each of them?
Okay, you are able to find someone who seems to have like a religious, it's a librarian with like a religious background. Mm-hmm. And they kind of look at their expertise is in the divide of when the gods were present and when the gods vanished from their presence on Fracterra, and they're like kind of looking in that era. So what you find out is there are 10 queen's beasts. There is the unicorn. There is the red dragon. There is the white greyhound.
Ooh.
The griffin, the white lion, the sacred lion, the Yale, the white horse, the black bull, and the falcon. Those are the 10 queen's beasts. This is what this librarian is able to convey to you from their studies of like that divide of pre and post gods.
Mm-hmm.
And you can mark that as a check mark on your personal quest.
Oh. Let's see if I know where that is in my notebook. 'Cause I don't know. I think
you should have one already, because
right?
you have one already, which is you found out Javin was hunting the queen's beasts.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. I actually have it in here. And we need a total of 5 for that?
Yes, to make sure.
Okay.
Yep. That way, that'll give you permission to do a mission to go and kill Javin, basically.
Yeah, alright. Cool.
This is it. You've been researching for so goddamn long. Like a year and a half. And you've just finally gotten some concrete answers.
I wanted to help Deborah, but I'm helping myself.
Yeah.
Just like Endien. Yeah. Outside of that, she would just like, she'd stop in at Darius's much more than she probably used to.
Yeah. His place is remarkably clean. Because Deborah was already kind of spending time at his workshop helping clean up a bit since time had passed and it was such a mess. And she has got to stay busy even when she's not at Graftos.
It's a very minor thing. She wouldn't have been able to get into Darius's place.
Oh, she wouldn't?
No.
Okay, then after he was revived, that's fine.
Yeah.
Either way. She would have. When she could, she would have, yeah.
Because that was
arcane
a couple
lock.
missions ago.
Yes.
He put arcane locks on all of his entrances.
Yes, I remember that. Because you did that after the... you started doing that after someone had been in your place when you got back from the 3rd mission.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Temenos and Thellum, you both are trying to hopefully do this within a day. Thellum, I'm going to let you do the roll for this. What you're going to roll is you're going to get a bonus on this because you're getting help and you're getting help and have a better library of records.
Okay.
So it's going to be investigate, but it will be with get a +6 to your roll.
Oh my god.
So that's the max modifier you can get for pain for materials.
It would have been a dirty 20. It's 18.
All right, you can ask 2 questions about it. Or you can ask only 1 question and get out sooner.
Oh. Can I think of 2 questions? Well, one of the questions is going to be that bird kingdom.
Yeah.
Where it was. Where it was. I guess, 2 questions. Where it was and what the event that caused their downfall was.
Right, okay, so question number 1. This kingdom, and I remember Darius also was researching about the King's Sword and the civilization at the same place. Possibly just didn't look at the right place because there wasn't proper records in like what he was looking at. Maybe it was something like financial records that they can get info from. But it turns out there was a kingdom that was said to rule over birds. It's on a map. It sounds like it would have come from somewhere to the north of here. However, on a map, there's no land up there. What caused their downfall, it seems to be records of the same... I think I've said it several times in the run of the show. There's been this kind of like sweeping thing that happened like 1,000 years ago or so, where something wiped out a lot of civilizations. But it was said to not be because of the gods. And it's hard to know for sure what happened. So what wiped them out was the same exact thing that wiped out most civilizations. I think Darius also researched this, so Darius would know that's supposedly the same thing that wiped out Nimrod. Is this like time period where many civilizations vanished? Yeah, it's a civilization that rules over, and Darius knows this at least. Theoretically, that's where the King's Sword originates from too. So if you can find someone who would, yes.
Oh.
So if combined, you guys sit down and actually talk about things you guys know all together, and not just keep it in your own noggins, you might come to some conclusions, I think, of where you might find any kind of kingdom like that.
Can I extend my stay to ask another question? Or to roll to ask for another question?
I'll let you extend to roll again, so for another week. They've already suckered you into a week.
Everyone's getting pampered. They won't hate me.
Go ahead. Make
I don't even know if it'll be answered, though. I'll roll. 11.
Either you can take no questions and leave early, or you can take the full week and get one question.
I'll leave.
You leave? Okay.
I've been gone for a while.
Oh, you know what? You failed anyway, so it's fine. You wouldn't have been able to ask. Just because you were researching a question thing again. Okay, yes, you'll leave. Temenos, you have gotten somehow into an all-paid expense vacation on one of the most luxurious islands in the world. How do you want to spend your time? You know, Thellum's going to be at least a week.
I think Temenos would take that week and maybe like go to a spa and like try to clear his mind as best he could. And he would try and get in contact with Astanavita and see if this is where she wants him to be. If this is like, if he's following the correct path, find the Fountain of Youth.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I think this would be, because I didn't have anything like that in my downtime activities, but I think what might work the same way, well, yeah, I think I'll have you do research, the researching downtime, but instead of investigation, I'm going to have you roll religion.
Okay, just a flat religion?
Yes.
21.
21. You can ask me 3 questions. You might not get direct answers the way you would researching, just because this is your god, and the gods do not really have the capacity to directly intervene on this world right now. So just give me 3 questions and I'll try to give you the best answers I can.
Did I continue following this group? Yes.
You get a positive sense. It comes to you.
Okay. Will I have a chance to find the Fountain of Youth?
You think that's also... You get a positive feeling from that, too. Maybe it's something like you peer over and you see Thellum, who's apparently going after what he wants, and he's come into this... He looks shabby as hell, with nice boots at least, but he looks like he's come into this fancy jewelry, and he's like made his way, ingratiated with this like amazing like wealthy family, and he's not even a librarian. And you think they're doing something... You feel like they're being rewarded for pursuing their goals, and you feel like if you stuck with them, you would get that opportunity too. Then you got a 3rd question.
I saved these 3 from whatever dark fate may await them.
As you're watching and you're praying on this, and you see Thellum, you see a drop of rain hit. and several drops of rain hit, and the clouds get darker, and it looks like a storm is coming. And you don't feel confident in that answer.
Did I see anything for the other two, or just Thellum?
You're only with Thellum right now, so it's.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, that's
gotcha,
kind of
gotcha.
he was kind of symbolic of their group to you in this
Okay.
moment when you're looking for signs, and this is the one where it seems as though a storm will come, no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's one. Do you have anything else you want to do for the week?
No, just.
Or is it just
take
relax and enjoy?
Relax and take
Yeah.
advantage of being with all these rich folk.
Hell yeah.
I will actually go to Gillivan and ask if he could see into a Beetlevice.
Oh. All right. So this is going to get into week 3 territory then.
Because who the fuck is this bitch?
Give me a research or an investigation at +6.
It would have been a dirty 20 if I don't have a -2. Wait, +6 investigation. Oh yeah, no, it is still a dirty 20 because, yeah. No, wait, no, I lied. 18.
18. All right. You can ask me 2 questions.
Is he really here for vacation? And if it's no, who is he investigating?
You know what? The Dubois were already a step ahead of you. You remember John, the guy who kind of sowed rumors for him and kept tabs on things for him in this area? Yeah, they've already informed them about Beetlevice being on this island. He's not here for vacation. He's good at what he does, but it was kind of no match for the wealth and resources for them to find out. No, instead, it looks like he is trying to investigate a Dubois.
Yeah, I
A
figured.
Dubois.
Oh, a Dubois.
Yeah.
Shit. I can't ask who.
You could spend more time here.
No. No. That's their problem. I'm good.
Okay. Temenos, do you want to just relax for that first half of the week? Or do you got other plans? Because you guys are going to leave at the same time, so I want to figure out when you guys are leaving. I want to pinpoint when you guys leave together. Temenos?
How long would it be?
About half a week. You got another half a week.
Extra half week? Yeah, he's probably going to spend his time down by the beach now. Less so crowds of people. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Endien. It's week 3. You've gotten a breakthrough on the Queen's Beast. Thellum is still nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I have 3 small things, and then
So does Thellum.
yeah. But her main thing would be again, I don't know if I can reach out again to see if anybody knows anything about the Anura.
You can. It will just be a harder check.
Okay, I will do that then. Outside of my 3 other things that aren't really tasks related, just more fun things.
Okay, so then just give me a research.
You aren't gonna fucking believe
Is that
it.
a nat 1?
That's a natural 20, baby!
Ooh, what's the total?
20.
20? Okay, so you can ask 2 questions about the Endura.
Let me just double check. Yeah, investigations +0. Where'd they come from? Where'd they go? I know.
Funny enough, both answers are Cotton Eye Joe.
Remind me, Deborah was just generally researching them to find out more about them?
She was she wants to learn more about them so she can figure out how to either stop them or treat people when they're infected.
Yeah, so I guess origin of them, and if there are any breakthroughs on curing the infection.
Origin. These aberrant demon-like entities come from a plane of existence known as the Creator Sea.
Oh, that's ominous.
There has been no breakthroughs. It
No
seems as
breakthroughs,
though
right.
when you're infected, you're done.
All right, so I have 4 things to do now because I have to go talk to Deborah.
Okay. So what are your fun things?
Well, not necessarily all fun. While I am doing stuff on the megaphone,
Mhm.
Endien's going to. Is there like a way to like look up? Because like you can contact other librarians.
Yes.
Can you like see like is there like a profiles like they posted on this forum recently or whatever of like each?
The library has their own like database of all librarians, basically. You can get minimal information from there as someone who doesn't work directly for the library.
Okay. Yeah, she would look up. I'm blanking on a name. Hold on. Got it.
Darius.
No, she's gonna look up Silas and Marco to see if they've had anything come up about them, if they're doing anything actively.
Okay. I think I'm going to, for free, I think you would just see that they seem to still be librarians.
Okay.
I think you would have to do some research checks to learn more.
I get like 2 things per week, right? Like 2
Yes,
downtime
yes.
activities.
Yeah, so you
I'll
get
use
you
this
have one
as
more
my second
downtime. Okay, which one do you want to research?
I think Silas is more on her mind.
Go ahead and give me that roll.
Investigation, I assume?
Yes.
Okay, so 14.
14 means you get 1 question.
What was the last mission he was reported on? Like, has he like taken a job that would have been recorded through Librarian Network?
Okay. Does Kyle have an answer? I know what I think happened to him post library exam for a little bit, but I know Kyle probably has a better idea of what he'd be doing right now. And I don't think those two I think those two could coexist.
I mean, I'm interested in what you think.
Okay, give me 2 seconds, guys.
Endien had just been thinking about Silas and Marco and the other people she'd been with before after this whole getting Darius back. And like it meant like Darius means a lot to her, but those two mean like more because she didn't spend a ton of time with them, but it was like that was her, the people that she learned to become or like trained to become a librarian with, and she thought they were going to like at least hang out for a while after they got their license, but then they all left her after a big moment in her life where she had lost her owl and gotten these scars on her face and just left her alone in the world, essentially. It's like looking up your ex, but it's not her ex. It's just old friends that she doesn't hear from at all anymore.
Mm-hmm. No, it totally makes sense. Especially like it's Dark World wasn't easy for any of us who were there. Like it was a shitty place and like was just bad to both get there and get back out of.
Tell me how that sounds to you.
Whoa. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's like that. So obviously that would have been like some pretty early on stuff. So whatever from growth from there, whatever you are, your last known librarian mission might be.
Last known librarian mission. That's Silas. Oh. I just remembered his backstory. His last known mission would have been trying to find Atlantis. I just remembered that part of his backstory.
Yeah. So does he think he almost found it, or did he?
He almost found it.
Okay.
Yeah. Reading that, we knew it was called the Atlantis flower, right?
Yes, because that was a flower that could have only grown in an environment underwater, like Atlantis.
Yeah. So reading it, she can't stop just a single tear falling out of her eye and hitting the phone. Doesn't know if it's sadness or happiness that he's still following that and getting somewhere with it. But then she's like, Thellum is still gone. And then she's going to call Thellum, like pushing all those feelings back down and putting the cap back on top of them. Thellum, why are you okay? It's been longer than we expected. How is
what time are you calling?
It's during the day.
Oh, okay.
Probably like late afternoon.
So it might be like getting into evening for you at this point,
Okay.
time zone wise.
Sorry, They had a pretty library. I couldn't resist. I had to use the resources. I wanted to look into what Mother was talking about. I'm trying to remember if she said his name in front of you.
She did.
She did.
Mhm.
She did. I was looking into the kingdoms, that bird kingdom that Pazuzu had a hand in.
I'm glad you're. Oh, go on.
I couldn't find out much. I might have location, but it might be underwater. Who knows? But yeah, I'll be coming back soon.
All right, as long as you're safe.
Should I leave behind our friend?
As long as you're safe, just be careful looking too much into. Like, I'm not dissuading you from finding information, but we don't know Mother's full intent and if she means what she says or she has something behind it. Darius,
Which reminds me,
you're talking to me mid-call, and it's like I send a message and then you send the message. Kind of.
yeah, he'll send this in front of your message.
Yeah.
Which reminds me,
Oh, you'll get out of that.
I did bring some black milk back with me.
Yes.
We could look into that.
Like getting interrupted and that half message sent to you. Darius is back and is well. Maybe he can look into that.
What?
Just get back when you can, and if you can leave him behind, then do it.
I'll try my best. I pass without a trace.
Cows pout.
I guess, but and then before like full evening hits, I want to talk to Deborah and then go do something stupid in the forest.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, just go find Deborah's. I got some kind of information about the. Is Darius in the room?
Is Darius in the room? He's relaxing, resting. She's
if
probably
this
helping
is-
try to take care. If you're finding Deborah, she's probably at Darius's house. At
Yeah.
this point.
Oh,
If we're moving into the next week, he's
we're
probably
in week 3 right now, basically.
yeah, because second week he was just hanging out. So I think he's starting to like craft and do some things, but not like at a smith, like in his workshop in his house.
she'll come out. Deborah, can I speak to you in another room?
Uh,
I don't want to bother Darius with his work.
I guess. Yeah. All right. I mean,
Go into the other rooms. I didn't find much, but I found a few things about the Anura. Just where they come from. I didn't see anything on any breakthroughs or hints on how to cure that infection, but I learned that they're from a plane called the Creator Sea.
interesting. And you found that out on your phone?
Mm-hmm. Other librarians had that information. They were able to give it to me.
I knew going for the library license was a good fucking avenue. No, that's great. That means there's people know things. That means
Mm-hmm.
when I get my license, I can do more and link up with people, and I can know this stuff, and I can find this stuff. Oh my god, thank you. I was feeling really down about my situation as much as I was trying to grin through it, but like, oh, that really helped me out emotionally. Thank you so much for helping me.
It's not like a huge smile, but it's a bigger smile than Endien's ever had.
Yeah.
I'm glad it could help. I'll keep my feelers out. If I hear anything else, I'll let you know. But yes, gathering all the information in one place will be good. Get the most out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I you know, like the weeks have been kind of going by here. I decided I was just gonna stay and help assist Darius for a while he's still kidnapped a bit, and then I figured when you guys leave for your next mission, I'll head back to the Cyrus myself.
All right.
So I'll be around for a bit at least until you guys head out. And again, thank you so much.
Of course. When you go back, don't don't take too much into what Leoric says to heart. I'm sure you already are aware of his teaching styles.
Yeah, he's kind of a drop you in the middle of it. He's a learn from dying kind of guy.
Yep. Learn from dying. He kind of takes the credit of what you learned after you did it on your own.
Yeah, we had a good time, I guess, from what we were learning, but up until the other place. But yeah, no, of course. Again, no, thank you so much.
Of course.
And she'll run back to whatever she's doing. And what she's doing is probably trying to help Darius out. What is Darius doing this week? Week number trace.
I think Darius's first thing that's on my list, because I don't have any of the stuff from Thellum yet. I'm working on replacing the Thunder Gauntlets with the Force Claws that I got from the Seeker. So modifying my armor to use those instead.
I believe that kind of falls under the training to retrain a class feature type thing. I'm probably going to, because you're only retraining like a small bit of it, probably reduce that from 14. So, and I believe actually that should be less anyway because
It's normally.
What's your 8 modifier?
+4.
+4, so 8. So I'll have you. You just need a quest meter of 2, I think.
Ooh, okay.
Because I was going to reduce it by 4 because it's such a small part of your thing, and it's reduced because you're so goddamn smart at this. And the DC for retraining this is 13. So go ahead and give me. I'm just going to do it. We'll do it with crafting with your crafting tools.
Okay. Yeah, because I figured like Smith or Tinker's tools or something to that effect.
Yeah, your Smith tools. Yeah, your Smith tools. We'll do it with that or whatever. So DC 13.
Okay. Is Deborah essentially giving me advantage on this?
Yes.
On one of them? Okay.
Yes. She does have to do a lot of other stuff too, like the work, like the job, so she can't help you full time, but she can help you a little bit here.
Yeah. Okay, that's already a success because I with my tools, that's a 19.
Okay. You're one down, you're halfway through. You think maybe you got it disassembled and you just need to spend time assembling it. So if you want to give me that second week activity.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You would have done that. Yeah, you didn't need it. All right. Yeah, you got it. You've been away from it for so goddamn long that nothing was going to help you make you feel more like yourself than getting in there with the grease and the hammer and working on something like this. And you got it for your week 3 thing.
Yeah. And I think a lot of this too with Darius, like both it feels good to be working with his hands and just be doing stuff, but then also the knowledge that like the Seeker is him. Like he wasn't sure like if they're real reflections or anything like that, but with like everything that he's going through and his understandings, like, no, this is mine, so I should use it because I have it now because
Yes.
I did make this.
Yes, you made Darius Crucibleborn made those gloves.
Yes. So it's only fitting that I use them
Yeah.
now.
All right. So we're entering week 4. Half of that is still travel time with Temenos and Thellum. So if I could just get a activity that maybe Endien and Darius are going to be doing.
Endien just had one other small thing.
Okay. Oh yeah, go ahead.
It's nothing major. It's she was just gonna go out into the forest, sit in a tree and wait for an animal to come by, and she's gonna try talking to it. Using,
Do you have like do you think a
animals.
specific kind of animal you're hoping catches your eye?
Not necessarily. I think she just hasn't really had time to convene with beasts in that way that she always had growing up.
Yeah.
So she's just generally what comes by first. Just wants to talk to it. Maybe do see through its eyes.
We'll see a squirrel, a gray squirrel, is near on one of the branches near you. It's like sprawled out on it. It's got its mouth full a little bit, maybe just like one acorn or something. It
Chill.
is late. It's the seasons, like snow is on the ground around this area, so it's Not a lot of snow, but there is snow, so the squirrels are still a little bit active, not quite hidden away.
She'll cast speak with animals. Just hello.
Huh? Hello?
Hello, my name's Endien. Do you go by anything?
I go by a lot of things. There's trees here. I go by those a lot. I go by houses a lot.
Is there anything that others call you?
No.
All right. Sorry, were you, sorry, I didn't mean to bother your rest. I just wanted to know what else you were going to be doing today?
I just thought I need to out this acorn. I was gonna go bury this. I think I was gonna take a nap.
Well, when you go, would you mind if I pet you before you go?
Give me an anal handling check.
Hey, I was expecting her to roll bad. Animal handling. She has not done this in so long. 22.
Yeah, sure. What is that?
Oh, I'm just going to run my hand down your back.
And you're not gonna try and eat me?
No.
Okay. Then
You might feel like a tingling, but it's
a tingling.
Yeah, it's. I just wanted to see how you live your life for a little bit.
Oh, I mean, I live it out here all the time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So she'll just run her hand from his head down his back, or its back, and cast Beast
It does
Sense.
tingle.
You touch a willing creature for the duration of the spell. You can use your action to see through the beast's eyes and hear what it hears, and continue to do so until you use your action to return to normal senses. For an hour.
So for the next hour, you kind of seem like, okay. Well, it was actually pretty nice. But I gotta go hide this thing.
All right. We'll have a pleasant day.
Yeah, maybe. And then for the next hour, you see the squirrel running through the trees, hiding this nut. Playfully tackles another squirrel as they wrangle each other and then dart off their separate ways. And you get a nice, probably the most wholesome experience Endien's had since losing her pet owl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just sitting still in a tree, staring forward as she's watching through the squirrel's eyes.
Yeah. Did you have anything you wanted to do with an activity or
with an activity? I don't want to push my luck. I've been rolling it pretty good on my checks, and I don't really have anything outside of those. So
yeah, you can always just have them as relaxation times. They don't always have to be.
Yeah, this would be her. Not she's not going about getting her mental health in check the correct way, but the way she knows how to, quote unquote. So yes, just spending most of her time in the forest.
How about Darius?
If not that it would take up one of Endien's activities necessarily, but I again trying to get back into fighting form, and something I would like to do is retraining. I know I was going to retrain it into something else, but my feat, which is the combat, the one where I get a couple of maneuvers from the Battle Master.
Oh yeah.
I would like to switch them out, still stay within that same feat, but change to different maneuvers.
Okay.
So
I'll also have that be the base 14, so minus 8 should be 6.
Yep.
Quest meter.
Yeah, that's what I was planning.
Okay.
But the first one I was going to start training in, essentially, is Commander's Strike, which is as you're fighting, you can have someone else take one of your attack actions. So, how I foresee that when Deborah has time, me, Deborah, and Endien all sparring together, and then, alternating between, two of us defending against one person and then going back and forth so that we're all used to, like, I know we won't be fighting with Deborah, but working as a team.
And again, Deborah appreciates because she was doing the same stuff with Endien anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, if you'd like to go ahead and give me your first roll.
What type of check is this going to be?
So this is you retraining your battle master to do different maneuvers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would have you roll. I'll have you roll athletics for this.
Okay. Sorry. That's totally blanking on math. That's a 12.
Okay, which would be a failure.
But what DC do I need to get to?
13.
Oh, I'll use saving face.
Saving face. Okay, yeah, you got it then.
Perfect. That is one success on there.
I don't know if Darius has more things, but I did think of something useful for Endien.
That, like, for one activity, that's the one activity I was going to do.
Endien needs money. So I don't know if there's like local like smaller librarian jobs that pay, like getting rid of some kind of monstrosity or from a town, like a farm that needs it or something. Spending 7 gold a week is not cheap, boys. Especially when you've been gone for 2.5 months.
I'm running 14 gold a week, so... But I also
down
have...
to 11 gold. Well, 12 technically. Oh wait, I have platinum. What the hell? I thought that was silver. I still wouldn't mind money. Forget it. I had 15 platinum. I thought I had 15 silver. I'm like, why didn't I convert that yet? I could have paid for that other research. Damn it.
Well, now you have rent money.
Okay. So where are you? Are you looking to find one out, like in a village nearby? Are you trying to find work in the city itself? A smaller town? What kind of place are you looking to get your job from?
Anything that's within a day's travel.
Within a day's travel? Okay. You could probably find work here in New Veneer.
Okay, yeah. Good to hear this one.
Yeah. I would say give me an athletics check.
Uh-oh. That's not Endien strong suit.
Well, what kind of work are you looking? So I was thinking that might help best, like, understand, like, a skill that represents you doing your library thing. But I don't know if you had a different type of job you were like looking to do.
I think the one she'd be most suited for is like getting rid of something that's like costing a farm or something nearby. Like if they have like dire wolf problems or.
Okay, well then you can give me a nature. Go ahead, give me a nature check.
Well, when you roll a natural 1, there's not much you can do, is there? For a 4.
4. Okay. You're able to get 9 gold.
Hey, I'll take that for rolling that bad. Let's go.
Yeah. And it's you coming back from this job, you guys doing all this training. That's finally when Temenos and Thellum and Gilly, John, and Dwando return to New Veneer from their extended vacation. The kids are all fucking tuckered out. Finally.
As I'm walking by, I whisper to Endien, I couldn't lose him.
Oh man, that was such a wonderful vacation.
You just hear them
where? Just on the street? We just see each other on the street?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you guys were back. I thought this was back at the... Because I would go to see... oh my god, Darius.
Yeah. Oh, back at Darius's house. So yeah.
Yeah, you gotta introduce Temenos to Darius. Maybe you could help him.
Well, I probably could. You're doing much better than the last time I saw you.
See?
There's a very similar scene with Thellum that Darius had with Endien. Maybe not quite as like knee jerk, but like a very Darius hugs Thellum as well once he sees him and checks up on him and just like all that type of stuff as Thellum goes to his door, presumably. And then like as Temenos says that, just like looks around Thellum like, What in the fuck? Who's this guy? Is this
A
his
stranger.
friend?
Hey,
All
my
of
name's
us.
Temenos Delicatum.
Darius Crucible born.
Oh, very nice to meet you. Formally meet you. Yeah, I saw you when you were unconscious. Couldn't help, but yeah, glad to see you're back up on your feet.
Hmm.
A little creepy sounding. Anyways,
I mean, I know what you mean, but yeah, the way you said it is a bit disconcerting. That's all right, though. How did you end up with How'd you end up with Thellum and Endien?
I was on my own little pilgrimage and up in the mountains and smelt your friends inside one of these nasty caves and offered them some weed, and yeah, the rest is history.
All right, that's all. Oh, okay.
And the rest is history.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it is. All right. Okay. So you got your bubble back then, Thellum?
I mean, I do got a bubble back, but
I didn't.
anyways, I
You're a child.
didn't realize you would wake up while I was gone, or else I would have left these here. But here I got some stuff for you from our little bouts.
Yeah, just
He
this
just hands you over this stuff.
wild array of fangs and blood and all this other shit.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'll certainly find a use for all these. I don't know. I don't have any real plans for them, but see what I can whip up. Anything in particular you're looking for?
No, I just remembered you'd always butcher up the stuff we killed.
I do enjoy taking apart an animal.
That's serial killer vibes.
I mean, Thellum, what did the genie tell you about him fixing me?
Free of charge.
I'm assuming Endien is not here.
I don't think she'd randomly be there now.
Okay, I was just making sure because then the ring is not here. It wasn't, but he did it because you showed him a kindness. He didn't exactly say what that was, but that's what the payment was for this.
I'm assuming it's because I didn't leave him there.
Oh, okay. Well, you do with that information what you will, but...
Well, anyways, Darius, thanks for having Temenos over and taking care of the guy.
I have no room here.
Oh, I'm pretty
Deborah's
sure
already
you'll
staying
figure
with me.
something out. I live on a farm. See you guys later. He's already closed the door.
Deborah walks opens the door to the workshop, and Temenos, right?
Yeah, I'm glad you remembered my name.
Oh, you're here.
Yeah,
You guys are back. Is Thellum here? Was he just here?
he just took off with the kids. He said he's headed back to the farm.
Oh, this is my uncle Darius.
We just met for the second time.
Yeah.
Hey, so I was this is Deborah just getting back from Graftos, like her job at Graftos.
Mm-hmm.
Grafto was saying he had like some place that he had some residents stay at that they're gone now. He's got like this big ass like house or something like that in town.
Okay.
He's saying he's looking for people to like live there, or if people were looking to like live there or something like that.
Darius
I don't know if like Thellum and the kids like needed a place.
the fucking kids.
Be perfect for all of us.
Darius like hears it, doesn't acknowledge it, and is like, I'm gonna have to fucking deal with that eventually. Okay.
He said it would take a bit of time cleaning it up to make it up to snuff, but it's there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He told me because he said I was really good at my job or something like that. Apparently, that's what it takes to impress Grafto.
That is a very low bar act, really. Like, if you do your job, he's pretty impressed by it.
Yeah.
You are phenomenal at your job, though.
But
I mean,
I think if we wanted to if we took some time to clean it out, we could probably get it to... Do you want me to, like, show you it, or...?
yeah, let's go. Let's take a look at it and see. I mean, Thellum can't be raising 3 kids in a tent in the middle of a field. Endien's got...
Watch me.
Endien's got a chair and a dresser. It won't be hard to move her around.
Yeah,
Weird ass painting.
Yeah, Deborah will lead Darius and Temenos to what is actually like this very interestingly large building.
Temenos is just attached to people.
Yeah. There's like you can see from like the property that it's on. It's near the outskirts of town, and there's like this large like the conservatory, like this glassed part of the building that looks like plant life is growing on from the inside, but it looks so overgrown and not taken care of. You can like see through the windows. Like there's a lot of space here. It looks like there's a like a really old library in there. I mean, if we clean it up, we could probably make room for Thellum and his kids or something.
Yeah. All right. As we were walking over, Darius would have asked Temenos, so why were you up in the mountains then? You said you're traveling. Any reason in particular?
I had a lead from the New Green. I'd met a couple members on my travels, and they had said there was this tree that could heal people. So got my lead and decided to take a look. Just happened to run into you guys.
And how often do you interact with the New Green?
Oh, no, that was during my days that I was helping this mercenary crew. I met 2 of the members there, and they just kind of explained their religion and what they were looking for, and it kind of sounded similar to this Fountain of Youth I'm looking for.
What mercenary crew were you running with?
It was just some small crew called the Red Flags. They needed a medic, and yeah, I just gotten my license, so.
Oh, you're a librarian too. All right.
What, you thought it was just some crazy guy just walking around?
I mean, that's Temenos. I don't know how much you're gonna be hanging around. That's not for me to decide. Just some man walking around doing what he's doing. Not the strangest thing I've seen.
Oh. Okay.
Technically, that's just me. I'm doing the things I need to do without any fancy licenses or anything like that. Although Endien has been useful in her ability to get us into places.
I can help with that too.
All right. And you're a medic?
Yeah, he was looking over you when we met him. He wasn't able to help you, but he did seem to identify some of the issues.
All right. Okay. Interesting. How much? And you? How long were you running with that mercenary group? What type of scraps and scrapes did you get into?
Well, my first year after getting my license, I spent it as a battle medic. One army. I can't even hardly recall their name. But then, the Red Flags hired me about a year ago. So it's only been about 2 years since my license.
Okay. Why are you still here?
You guys look like you need some help, and I'm just here to help.
But okay, that's fine and dandy. But why us? Lots of people need help.
I had a feeling. I've just had a feeling that you 3 could really use some help. I mean, not that you're not capable, but you could just use my help.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Okay. So we get up to the building at this point, and we're looking through and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I'll send a message. I think I can only message Endien that like I have a lead on, like, tell Thellum to meet at like this place. I think there's a space that we could use for, like, meet me here and tell Thellum to meet me here too, like, wherever the building is. Yeah.
I think Darius can talk to you, but he wants us to meet at this address.
I don't know how the mag phones work.
I think you guys can talk to each other.
Yeah, you can talk to each other. But
okay.
That's like the most that, like, your group is who you guys can talk to.
Oh, okay.
Theoretically, Temenos could tether you guys to his mag phone too.
If Temenos says anything, I pull out the phone and essentially send the message to both Endien and Thellum to, like, meet us at this location.
Okay.
Well, do you need to contact Endien?
I mean, she's got us in, like, her little. He starts to say something like she's got us in, like, her little group. I don't know exactly how it works with these.
That's
with
fine.
Licenses and all that type of stuff. No, so I can contact her and Thellum at least.
Oh, good.
Yeah, then Endien will head over there.
Is Thellum heading there?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys, this, like, kind of, it's a bit of a fixer-upper. But you guys think if you took a week, you could make this a livable, usable, functional place. Grafto, if Deborah goes and gets Grafto, he'll show up and, all right, here we are. I see you gonna do this.
I mean, what's this going to be running us, Grafto?
What? I didn't say this was going to be charging you anything. I need someone to take care of the place, that's all.
Oh.
Deborah's such a good worker. I think maybe it makes sense to let her have the place, let you guys have the place. If you're going to take care of it. Last people didn't take too good of it. They not good at all. I mean, you could show and see the workshop. They didn't take care of it at all.
Yeah,
The damn people couldn't smith worth shit.
Yeah, it's real rough in there. Lots of real weirdly bent swords. I don't know what they were doing. And then, like, fully turning away from Grafto. I mean, is this... Do you have the kids with you, Thellum?
Yeah. I'm not just going to leave them in the fun.
I don't know.
They spent 2.5 months away from him. They got to spend at least 3 months with him.
You did leave them for one mission, essentially.
As soon as I saw Thellum, I would have given back the ring on the necklace. Just, here you go.
Hey, well, if you guys are willing to keep the place up, I can let you guys stay here. And I might have to stay in. Might have to stop by every once in a while, but nothing too much, not too invasive. Just got to check up on the place.
Don't worry, Grafto. I'll make sure it's well kept.
Oh no, he's an evil landlord.
Bad structures gets people killed, so I gotta make sure. I need to make sure that it's all good here. That's all. Bad structures get people killed.
Yeah. Indeed. I mean, it seems like Temenos would like to travel with us for a while at least. We can certainly use the space. I mean, I don't know how long Deborah wishes to stay here, but with all the kids and such, that's a lot for your little tent, Thellum, and it's not really a place to be having kids all the time.
We're making it work.
I mean,
but yeah, this place would be nice.
They're kind of all just laying in a hole in the ground.
Yeah, there's not.
I dug it myself.
Yeah,
and you did great.
Indeed, but like, look, there's like a whole big yard you can dig holes in, and then you don't even have to sleep in them. Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna dig 5 holes right now.
Don't give them ideas.
Somebody's gonna definitely break their leg.
Ideas.
Ground's probably a little frozen, but you know, I mean, you dig your heart out. It's good for you to wear you out.
A hero digs whenever it's needed.
That's wild. All right. There's just like that means nothing. But, I mean, you do you, little buddy.
I mean, I don't know. I've got my place is all set up the way I like it, and I don't want to move all my things around.
Has Thellum been inside your apartment?
I don't know if I assume at some point you would have. But yeah, it's
Deborah
a moon
probably
chair, a wardrobe with a mirror on the ground.
Yeah, Deborah probably gives Darius a look when she says that.
I'll like point up towards the conservatory and then like probably an attic space. I'm like, but you know, there'd be a nice, there's that nice area. We could have windows open, grow some plants in there. You could have like a whole attic space up there to yourselves. I know you don't sleep, so you could have like a transom area that's a little off on your own, so you can have your privacy during that.
There's a window I could have open.
Yeah, and like there's like that whole glassed-in conservatory greenhouse type thing. There's got to be windows that open up in there.
Or you could make one.
I mean, yeah, wouldn't take too much.
As long as I have a window I can have open.
I mean, yes. There's got to be a window that opens.
All right. I don't know how much it'll take to move all my stuff, but I'm going to need help.
I'll certainly help you move on.
Yeah, we'll make sure it moves.
Thellum will waddle closer to Darius. Doesn't she only have 2 items?
Thellum, you have a tant. You're not one to talk.
Okay, but that doesn't take much to move.
No, I don't know why either. You were concerned.
I'll just
I
take
have a whole ass workshop.
50.
We'll make sure both y'all get moved in and settled real specific.
Wait, Temenos, so you have stuff to move?
I don't have anything to move. I'm just gonna help you guys move your stuff.
Oh,
You're a hobo.
Well, not a hobo. I live life.
So I have something that's going to be pretty hard to move. I have
The
a
bed.
mirror that has to stay face down on the floor at all times, so nothing comes through it.
What?
All right.
I don't remember how much I told you about that.
Yeah. I mean, we could put it on a cart. And then it's just on a cart face down.
I think it'll be fine.
Why don't you just break the
be able
mirror?
to do it.
It is broken, but it has to stay face down so that nothing comes through it.
I mean, we could also just like...
Why don't you put it in the ocean?
Because then somebody could get to it and flip it face up. It has to be where I am. And nobody look at the mural that's in there.
Why don't you just bury it?
No.
Look, we can decide...
Why don't we talk about this later?
No. We have a lot of issues going on. We need to resolve some of them.
I do think that if we buried it, it might also be
Ildatha!
I think it's a good
You were
point.
still with us all along.
Gotta get that boy a bill.
You can just put it out in the forest. Yeah, because the animal critters.
No,
they
that'd be
won't
the
do
worst.
anything.
That'd be the worst scenario
Oh.
because then someone could find it. She said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they
But if it's
try?
underground,
What if she tries talking to the animals? Because I can talk to animals, so could she?
Oh, good point.
Wait, so you'll come out? You'll come out of the... I was about to say closet. You'll come out of the mirror?
I mean...
Well, it's not exactly me, but it's... You remember, Thellum, when we went into the... Wait, did you go into the House of Mirrors?
Yeah.
All
I
of
did.
Mirrors? Yeah, when we went in there was... Did you see another version of you?
No. I saw a woman.
All right. Okay, all I'm saying is as we keep it face down and then put it in my room face down where I can see it, it'll be fine. And I can have a window open and nobody look at the mural.
Why can't we
That's
look
all
at the
I
mural?
ask. Because it's got bad things on it I don't want you to look at.
Boobies?
I like...
Naughty things?
Yes, it's boobies. You can't look.
Got it.
He covers his
I
children's
think-
eyes.
I think the important part here is that we remember that the princess's wishes should be respected.
Yes. Hildatha understands.
I
Thank you,
Wait,
Hildatha.
Ildolph is actually here?
Yes, we've been here the whole time. Haven't you noticed?
What is going on?
He's got the silent flight of an owl. He can be anywhere at any time.
He just swoops in and out of conversations.
Were you just stalking us? Or were you just stalking Endien?
He stalks me all the time.
That's all right.
I was making a flight around town, and I saw everyone was gathered here, and I wondered what it was, and I stopped by, and I knew it made sense I should be here, because apparently people are not respecting the princess's wishes.
Yes.
The princess?
Yes.
Yes. Sorry. I don't think I've ever told you my name fully. I'm Endien Velwiste, and I am a princess.
It's
not a big deal. You don't...
Context of it?
That I'm a
princess? Give me a history check.
Okay. Let's see.
Endien just suddenly picked up a bunch of really weird face superstition.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because I realized there were mirrors on the ground all the time.
24. Yeah, you would recognize that name as one of the lower princesses of the Court of the Four Seasons.
Didn't have to say lower.
So once Temenos hears this, he like instantly gets on his knees and like bows his head down.
No, get up.
Are you part of the court?
No, but I fully respect and understand her importance.
Woman.
All right.
I think there's nothing wrong with that.
Temenos,
and then Ildotha also bows.
Oh no! I mean, I don't got any sway over Ildotha. He does what he wants. Temenos, if you want any chance of traveling with us at all, you'd get up off your knees right now and treat Endien like you would any other person.
Yes,
you're going to treat her like you would any other member of that red flag band. You understand?
So just like how I was treating her before.
Exactly.
Yes. Don't give me any special treatment. I appreciate it, but it's not needed.
So don't give her any special treatment unless you move her.
So don't treat her like shit, but don't treat her too good?
Don't treat her like shit. Don't treat her too good, but also make sure her mural's covered and her mirror is face down.
Look,
that is the wishes she has declared today.
Princesses and really have a lot
and the
of
window.
Standards and rules and shit. I'm new to this.
That's not princess things. Those are bad things will happen if they aren't followed things.
Yes.
Except for the window. The window's my own thing.
All right. I think from there we can end this discussion. I was wondering if it was going to go anywhere, but it was fine. It was some good role play. So I allowed it for a while. But I think that's where we can end our episode. God, I'm going to hate editing this. It's gonna be another fucking 2-hour file. If you would like to talk to me on the internet and ask me about how long episodes are before they get edited, you can hit me up at Twitter at BumbleScum. If you would like to just ask about the show or talk to your fellow bookworms, you can always hit up the IDL at IDL_RPGS or #bookworms. If you would like to get back in the groove of things, you can always hit up Adam on Twitter at LittleGrove. If you would like to do some really awesome research, you can always hit up BakaZombie at ZombieBaka. If you would like to just kind of do the way you make friends as an adult, is you just talk to people and you never leave. You can hit up Kane at Kane_Wallner. And if you would like to talk to Kyle, you could, except he kind of just left you with Kane and then ditched. Goodbye.